Hi my friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Olga Herrera and today I'm going to talk you about life after life. What means life after life? Well, life after life means that we never going to die. The body is the only thing stay here in the earth, but we continue traveling through the universe. That is a good news. I have a good news for you. You never going to die. Your soul never dies. The only thing happen when a familiar or somebody like a friend die is that they leave this body here and the spirit continue the trajectory through a different kind of world. They jump into the other side. And where is the other side? Well, the other side is close. The only thing change is the energy, the frequency, the is other kind of energy, frequency, and density. That is the only thing change. It's because we can see. We can't see because the eyes, the physical eyes, is not made for see that kind of energy. These eyes, organic eyes, is made for see this 3D dimension. How we can see that other side? Where we can see with different eyes. Is these eyes is interior eyes because here we are in very density dimension. We are in this 3D dimension. We have the density and the energy frequency is low. It's very hard to see that kind of world. But the good news is that world exists even if we can't see. That is the good news. I know right now a lot of people around the world is suffering because they lose somebody. They lose a son, a daughter, a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a friend, a grandma, a grandpa. I know. But when you understand all that things, when you get all that knowledge about the life after life, you understand that nothing ends. The life is ever and forever, never end. And the reason never end is because the life never can be destroyed. The life just changes the frequency. Just that. Here, the vibration is different. When somebody dies, the physical body stop doing the work inside, everything start to stopping inside, the heart stop pump, the lung stop, the circulation stop, and the bloodstream all stop. And then when all that stop, the spirit inside, because we are that soul, that spirit inside this body. We just are driving this body. We are the driver, and this as a vehicle. That is the truth. And then, when everything stops working in this body, the soul feels free because something cut, something separate, and broke that was making us stay inside this. When we can leave left this body, we feel free. And then what happened? The body stayed there. The body, we can saw the body and see, I was that body. And then we feel free. And we meet somebody there. Somebody's waiting for us. Can be a familiar, can be a guy, can be somebody special, a friend. But we never be alone, never. We always be with somebody. They guide us through the other side. And then, if you are sick in this world, in the physical world, you don't be sick over there. Over there don't exist that kind of sickness. Don't exist. You don't be sick anymore. Can be sometimes like you go over there and you have to start like a recovery. You have to recover it, but don't it's like you recover it from sickness in the body and the physical body or organic body. No, you recover it because your mind was stressed, because you feel a pressure like you have to left all that of kind of thing like was making you very sad, or you pass like a long term sickness, and then you need like a recovering of that, because in your mind that stay there a little more, and then you need some help for introduce you in the new world. And then somebody going to help you. And sometimes the people describe place like a spiritual hospital, can be like name like that, where yes, can be like that, because you go over there and sometimes you need help for introduce yourself there, because everything going to be look like a new for you, but it's not new. You was there before, but you don't remember when you was living here. And then the first things, you don't going to die. That is a good news. Your familiar, your friend, your daughter, your son, your mother, that you think they die, but they don't did. They exist in the other world, in the other side, the spiritual side. different kind of energy, different kind of frequency, different kind of density. That's it, the first things. Okay, second things, when you go over there, maybe you need pass for a recovery time because you have to enter again in that world that you don't remember before. You live here sometime for 70 years, 60 years, 80 years, 90 years. All that time you don't remember nothing about your anterior life. That life you left behind you when you born in this world like a new child. You forgot. You don't remember, but you was there before. And then when you come back home, but because that is what happened, you come back home, somebody is there for you in the moment you get there. Can be a guy, can be a familiar, but somebody will be there for you. And then you enter in that kind of different world and you say, wow, now I remember. I forgot all these things. How I forgot this? Well, it's a reason for that. You come this world and you forgot all that because you have to work in something inside you. Because you have to go ahead and develop it. Your soul have to go more and more knowledge. You have to go to purification of you inside. You have to work in some place in you. Maybe you and you laugh before. Maybe you was like a angry person, or you was like a exploding person for nothing, or maybe you need work in relationship with somebody, or maybe you have to work and be a better person because you was like a person do bad things or whatever, or maybe you need work more and because you was like a stressing person and you need be more relaxing, or you need be more kindness person, or maybe you need be like a more patient, or maybe you need work in a relationship with a family, or with friends, or maybe you need something where you come here to learn, to work on yourself, and in the same time you work for others too, because when you do something, when you make something that provoke like a expansion, that expand to everybody, and then you spray all that energy, and then it depends what you're doing. You work on yourself and you work on the others too. You create your world and you creating world for others. All kind of situation can be in this life. Maybe you don't remember what you are really, and you are life. You are a beautiful kind of soul. You are something more than this body. You don't remember here, but when you go to the other side and you enter in that, and you going to remember you home, you real home. And then something in your mind expand, and you and all that knowledge come to you, and open that mind, and you remember everything, and you understand things like you here don't understand before. And you understand like you live that situation because you need it for yourself and for others. That is wonderful because you are going to expand yourself, your own soul, where here we can't see that kind of work, but some person can. Even we, all you can do that. Sometimes if you put attention to the signal, put attention when you go to the bed and you dreaming. Over there is a lot of kind of signal too. When you are dreaming, dream is sometimes real things. It's not all the kind of dreams, all dreams real, because sometimes it's like the sequence of things like you live during the day, but you're going to differentiate what kind of dream you are having. Because when you have a real dream, you feeling, you so different, you feel different. Put attention in that, because your family can come in the dream, and they come, really come. That is for all people. You don't need be a psychic, you don't need be a medium, or you have the capacity of see the other side when you are dreaming at night or during the day when you dream. That is special things. That is a gift God give to us. And then if you lose somebody, please put attention, because they're going to try to communicate with you. They come. They're going to come in your dream. They're going to come during the day. They leave signals for here, for here. And please, don't be so sad. You can be sad in the first time, that time can be normal after you lose somebody. Can be 4 months, 8 months, 1 year, but please don't be sad for long, long, long time, because you're going to hurt your heart, and you're going to be hurt the other person and the other life. They feeling, they know when you are sad, when you are happy, they know when you are thinking in them, they feel, they can feel when you thinking, when you have that kind of feeling inside. They receive all that kind of energy, because everything is connected. We are connected in the universe for invisible kind of net. And then when you think something, over there they receive that kind of energy, and they know you are thinking in them. And like there, the time don't exist, because here is the only place that we can count the time, but there, no, they don't have time there. And then when you think in them, immediately they can come and be side to you, beside to you. You can see that is here, close to you when you think in them. They hug you, they kiss you, but you don't know, you don't feel that, because you are in this body, and this body is organic body. this body is like a gel. And you don't going to leave this body until you broke that thing like connect you to this body. The body has to stop all the work inside and then you leave the body. But you can leave the body, not completely, but you can do that when you are dreaming. Some bodies can do astral travel. I did and I do sometimes now. I don't do too much now because it's not because I don't want, but I don't do too much because it's other things more important to do. And I discovered that too. But I do a lot in my life. I remember when I was a little child, almost 5 years or maybe less. My first, that I remember, my first astral travel. I remember I was in my home and my mother put me on the bed and say, okay, sleep a little, take a nap, and I enter in a dream, but rapidly I know my spirit leave my body. I feel really, really real. And I say, oh my God, what happened? I died? I was so scared because I was a little child. But I saw my body in the bed and I said, what happened? I'm there, but I'm here, outside. Well, I saw the sky like I never I saw that color before. And I think, okay, if I am out of my body and I can fly, I'm going to enjoy this. I go to the sky. I'm going to take this adventure. And then I start flying. And I saw my neighbor from the sky. I was high. And I saw my home start be little and little. I remember I go out of the world. Out. I saw the ball. I saw the ball be more small and small, and I saw the earth beautiful and blue. And I was like flying in the space. And the space over there out of the world was beautiful. And I was just a little child. I have only 4 or 5 years. After that, I returned, come back to my body, enter in my body and wake up. When I wake up, I know that was different experience. I know something was very special and different. The colors was different. Everything was different. My body was different out of the physical body. My spiritual body had other kind of frequency. I was like I don't weigh nothing. I was like a feather. Very, very easy for me go to one side to the other rapidly. Whatever I think, whatever I do in the moment, because the time don't exist in that kind of energy. Density is different there. Colors is completely different. I remember when I was in the space and I looked the earth was uh, in the over there in the distance, but I can see the blue. That kind of blue, light blue, was so beautiful. And the space, you think the space was dark? No, the space have it's a kind of green, like a, but the green was different. The green was a, I can't explain to you what kind of green. This green was so different. And then I come back to my body. And that day was the first day I remember I have astral travel, but after that was too much because I never forgot that experience and I was so curious. Curious. The curiosity was a lot. And then I say, okay, I'm going to enjoy that kind of travel adventure. Other day, I left my body and I was flying. My neighbor was in the bottom and I saw everything from the sky and I saw my teacher. I had like a 6 year, I think so. I saw my teacher in the backyard of her house. And I remember I called her. The name was Nora. I remember Nora. I say, Nora, teacher, I'm here. But of course, she don't look me. She don't see me. And then I say, oh, that was frustrated. She don't look me. She don't know I was over there. And then, but I was so happy because I can do all that things. Or in my mind, I don't explain. I don't know how that happened to me. I don't explain nothing. I just living. I just enjoying that. But I never explain that. Even I think like that happened to all the child, to all my friends. That was normal to me. Well, that kind of experience let me know like just I don't I don't don't have only one body. I know my body was here, but I know I have a body inside, like go wherever I want. And then I know that with just 4 years or 5 years. That is incredible. And come back to the the dreams. I was talking about the dreams before. Come back to that. When the people die, because they never die, when the people die, they are living in the other world. And then, imagine you have somebody in the spiritual world, you are here, and you are dreaming, and then they want to see you, they want to hug you, and they need let you know that they are okay because they know you are suffering, and then because the separation is difficult because we miss them every day, and that don't mean like you don't miss them. You're going to miss them every day because the separation, you feel real. You are here in this kind of 3D dimension. And then you are dreaming and they are over there and they know they can do some kind of things, good things. They enter in your dreams. They can enter in your dreams and be a part of them. They enter and appear like a normal people in your dreams. When they enter in your dreams, their energy is there. It's because you feel different than that kind of dreams. They enter in the dreams and they can speak with you, hug you, talking with you or kiss you or whatever. Let you know like they are okay. My mother come a lot in my dreams, and it's beautiful because I know it's different when they come. Feel different. You saw different. Everything different. I remember one time or 2 or 3 times that passed to me. But one time I was remember I have a nightmare. You know when you have a nightmare, it's terrible. I don't like that. I was having a very bad nightmare, and then it's a bad dreams. And then I was in that kind of bad dream when I hear something. It was my mother, and she called me, Olguita, Olguita. And then I do like this. And the same moment I do like this, the nightmare disappear for completely. Everything disappeared, and my mother was in front of me, and she got me, hugged me, and she, come here, my little baby. She take me out of my bad dream, of my nightmare, and then she take off all that from me. You know how is the mother love? She care for me even if she is in the other world. That is incredible. It's because I'm here. It's because I make this channel. Because I want everybody know this. I want that kind of happiness I have in my inside. I want everybody feel this. I don't want to say that only for me. That is the reason I opened this channel. When she come in my dream, enter in my dreams, and take off that kind of bad dream or nightmare of me, when she come and hug me and say, hi, my little baby, like, okay, come to here, and I take off everything bad of you, take off. That is wonderful. That is incredible, incredible. The love trespass all the universe. But I have other experience more incredible to tell you right now. When my mother died, I was so depressed. I was suffering because we are so close before, and then I miss her a lot. And I was in my bed. That day was like a month after she left this world. And then I was there. I wake up in the morning, but I stay in the bed, because I don't want stand up and doing things. I want to stay on the bed completely all day. I don't want to do nothing because I was so depressed. And then when I was there, my eyes closed, but I wasn't dreaming. I was awake, but I was with my eyes closed. I feel something different. I feel my respiration do like a, I don't know what happened. Wasn't me. It's something out of me working in that. And my mouth say, Mommy, Mom, but wasn't me. Something like inside me doing things. I don't know what happened. I was so impressed of all that kind of thing, what's happening. And at the same time, I was like a suffering and depressed and thinking in her. And then, in that moment, I feel the cushion go deep. Somebody sit in my bed. I feel completely, that was so real. I was like this. I was awake. I wasn't dreaming. And I know somebody was sitting on my bed and was anybody in my home. Only me was in my home. And then I was thinking, what I do right now? What I have to do right now? Is somebody there I know is here. What I do? What I have to do right now? And then I feel the cushion moving like somebody was there. And I say, okay, I'm going to open my eyes. But at the same time, my eyes wasn't open, was other kind of eyes open. That is so rarely. I can't explain to you how that works. I just say that I just have to tell you that happened. I opened my eyes, but at the same time my real eye was closed. Some eyes open. I don't know if these eyes. I saw my mother. She hugged me rapidly. It's like a desperate hug because she knows that kind of things don't take long time. Have to do rapidly whatever you do in that moment because that moment don't will be there for a long time. And then she hugged me, and then her heart was here. And I was like that. I opened my eyes and I saw the hair, her hair, because I can't see the face because the face was here. He hugged me. And then I do something like I don't know how I do that. Never told me before. I don't know how I know that. But I start to do like this to her. She was here and I start do like this. When I do this, my hand can see. The same time I do like this, I was watching him. I was see everything, the face, the eyes, everything with my hand. And that is very rarely. The thing is not the same thing in that kind of energy or frequency or whatever is in that kind of other dimension or whatever I was. I think I was in this world at the same time I was in the other world, and I was awake and at the same time I was in the other world, and that is very rarely and very strange. I don't know how to explain this. And then with my hand I start doing like this, and I touch the hair, her hair exactly, and then I saw all that part of the face, everything, and more. I feel her respiration. I hear her respiration. I feel, the heart. Boom, boom, boom. I touched the hand, was warm. She was warm. She don't yellow. She like a ice. Nothing. She don't cold. The skin was warm. The body was warm. She was beautiful. And the more important thing, she was alive. My mother was alive. And I was so surprised, so happy, so I don't know how I can explain to you that. But that changed my life forever. Forever, forever, ever and forever. And for the rest of my life, I say, thanks God for giving me that kind of opportunity to see all that things. It's because right now I send this message to you and to all that people is watching my channel right now. Because this changed my life. I know my mother was alive. I wasn't dreaming. I was awake. And I saw my mother, I feel my mother, I know my mother was alive. After that, everything disappeared. And I sit on my bed and I stopped crying. I stopped crying because I know everything was okay. She was okay. The life never ends. The life is forever and forever. The life is eternity, infinity. We never going to stop when we live in this body. We live in before. We never going to stop doing that. After that, I have a lot of experience with my mother. I have communication with my mother, and I know she's doing a lot of things in the spiritual world. She's working. What kind of work? They do a lot of things for the humanity. They send the energy, the love energy to us from that to all the person here in the world. She help. They help. All they help. She learn a lot. She continue learning and do beautiful things. She say the love is different, and I know that because when I have my travel, I feel the love different over there because the energy is different. But right now, I know she's good, she's well, but I miss her, of course. That never stop. I'm going to miss her. When I miss her a lot, I start thinking in her. I know she can feel that. And then sometimes I'm thinking in her in my mind and I start talking with her. Sometimes she comes at night or it's sometimes of communication. You have to be alert to the signal because sometimes they can send signals to you. Be alert. But the thing is you have to learn all that kind of things. If you don't believe, you don't going to see nothing because even if you saw something, you don't going to believe. If you have a dream with your familiar, with your parents, or with your daughter, or with your son, and you don't believe that is more than a dream, how you going to communicate if you don't believe? Feel, start feeling that kind of energy. Okay, my friend. Uh, God bless you all. I send all my love energy to you. Thank you for being in my channel and have a good and wonderful day.